Hey guys, thanks for joining me. And if you like what you see, please subscribe.
Hello, peoples. Welcome to Sharp Ends. I want to do a quick unboxing of this Artisan Cutlery knife here. I had an Arroyo last year, which I really enjoyed, actually. I ended up passing it along, but I carried it for a while because it was a fairly cheap knife, under 50 bucks. And, I just used it for going with me snowboarding because if it fell out of my pocket while I was snowboarding, it wouldn't be the end of the world. And I like Artisan Cutlery, and I like their ARMP9 powder metallurgy steel that they make. They make it locally, and they're able to make cheap, good knives. It is Chinese, but there you go. And this knife, however, I've always liked the look of it, and I never got one. And I saw it on Amazon going really cheap, and so I thought, you know what, I'll just go ahead and do it. So I got this for under 50 bucks, and it is called the Ahab. Wow, look at that. Ooh, milled clip, single screw. I really like the look of that and how it's not just simple. And the lines, the aesthetics of this are just there. This is nice. I like you can already start to tell that this has a different shape than most things. And look what it's missing. It's missing a pivot. I think the pivot is hidden underneath this scale. We'll take a look at that in a minute. I really like the machining here on this thumb stud. That's pretty darn cool. And this knife is really thin. Look at this profile, and then look at the profile of the PM2. It's just a thin knife, and I can already tell inside it's really skeletonized too. It feels really light. All right, let's take a look at this. Action feels really nice and very easy to finger or thumb flick. And then just take a look at this shape. This is called the Ahab, and I guess it, Ahab, the story about the whale, Moby Dick. Ahab is one of the characters, and he is the guy, I think he's the harpoon man, right? And so this kind of looks like the harpoon you would use for whaling. I think that must be the reference there, but don't quote me. I don't know. I'm just making a jump of intuition. This feels like real wood. Let's take a look at the inside. If we take off this scale real fast, I believe that this will come off, and then we'll be able to see the pivot. So again, this is like, I was able to get this for less than $50 because of a couple of coupons on Amazon. I guess a deal they're running. I'll have the link below if you're interested. Yeah, look how skeletonized that is. And here is the pivot right there. Looks like T8, and it looks like the rest of the hardware was T6. And then look, so definitely real wood. Don't know what kind of wood, but definitely real wood. Does it say? It just says wood. Very helpful. You can pause it and take a look there at the stats. It's 59 to 61 HRC. I have never had a problem with this steel. I don't know exactly where it fits. It feels better than D2 or CPM D2. I should look it up on my Knife Steel app. But by the way, if you don't know, there's an app called Knife Steel that's free that you can download, and it has like a little blurb about each one, and it shows the composition of each steel. I need to check and see if it's been updated to include that. So all around, I think that this is different. This is cool. This is something that is pretty cool, and I like the blade shape, and I like the overall aesthetic. It's not your standard, sometimes, yes, the Pyrite is an awesome knife. Great action, feels good, but it is a little blah, blah. This is like pretty unique. And of course, I'm comparing, this is a CJRB and this is Artisan Cutlery. I'm surprised that this isn't CJRB. They're both the same company. This is supposed to be the budget version. They're about the same price. This one's just using nicer handle material. I'm not sure how they decide what's nicer or not. But I can just tell this is super sticky, very sharp. Yeah, scroll cutting fineness. And yeah, shaving hair fineness. Yeah. So very, very nice. I'll do a full review of this. Honestly, at the moment, I can't tell anything that is not wrong with this. They sent it pretty good. It's supposed to have a ceramic bearing in here. I'm curious to see how it'll break in. You've got a nice back spacer here and a lanyard hole here. Not lanyard hole, but a lanyard loop. Pretty nicely done. And then full finger grip here. Not much of a sharpening choil, but there is a little space right there where you can get something in there. Yeah, this harpoon feel to it. It's just interesting. And you know, I just like interesting things that aren't necessarily boring and the same old thing. This is a conversation piece, right? So anyway, thanks so much for joining me today. Really appreciate it. Thank you to all my Patreon members. Really appreciate you. You're about to have your next weekly, monthly giveaway coming up soon. I'm probably not going to give you this guy, but this is probably going to be one for next month. This is definitely a good candidate for a knife giveaway. And then I have also got my 1,000 subscriber giveaway coming up soon. That'll be next weekend. Sometime around the 29th, whatever that Saturday is. So be on the lookout for that. I plan on giving away some more expensive knives. If you like what you saw, please like and subscribe. You can find a link down below to this, as well as to my Patreon channel. If you want to support more content like this, I'd super appreciate it. And if not, just leave a like. And if you don't like my content, then scroll away. Sorry, but it's really odd that you made it this far in the video if you don't like my content. Thanks so much. See you next time. Bye-bye now.